Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome on in. What's up? What's up? Let's have a great Friday. Let's close out the week strong. Hopefully, you're having a great week. I appreciate you tuning in pre-market here. Let's hang out a little bit. If you got any questions, always feel free to ask. We got the open in about 40 minutes. So we'll take a look at some chart stuff today, this morning. We'll go over some trades from yesterday, maybe if you guys want. We'll look at some Twitter stuff as always. We'll talk about the Yankees, maybe. You never know. But appreciate you guys tuning in. How are we all doing this week? Hopefully, no one's big red at all, ever. But specifically when we have the option to put in a max daily loss. Let's take a look at the charts here real quick. I kind of want to be long right now with 40 minutes until the open. Am I crazy? We got a break or trying to break this overnight VWAP after a nice clean retest of this previous day's New York. You just always got to ask yourself, do I want to go into the open potentially already in a trade, maybe even red? And sometimes it's super clean. I got to be involved. Now this one's not bad, right? I could see the longs wanting to come in. It's extremely bullish. We had a bullish day clearly yesterday. This could be the end of our pullback, before we go make our next higher high, either at the open or even just at some point today. That anytime we're around this VWAP, one way or another, whether I was long bias or short bias, I'd want to be in right now. If I was short bias, I'd want to be short. If I was long, I'd want to be in at this price. But maybe we'll take it on my Ignite AF account. Ignite it. Because it's a nice price level if it does work out. I think NQ is also looking more bullish. Yeah, look at NQ. Why would that come down? So with NQ already being back above its overnight for like 2 hours now, already even approaching its high of yesterday. That looks like it has more room to go higher. Yeah, the ES1 might be looking good. But is anyone in the trade this morning or overnight? Nothing too crazy overnight. I feel like, if anything, it was down. You might have made money short yesterday or last night. But an impressive day yesterday nonetheless. How much did we end up moving? 10 o'clock, 45 points. But since the open, about 50. A little 50-point day yesterday. So if you guys missed it, we were live yesterday on AceFX TV, which you guys could all get access to if you're tuning in for the first time. If you just use code FIRST, there's a link in all my socials that it'll put the code in for you automatically. You can join today's stream. We're going to have Randy on. Lawrence, the investor, is going to be on, and Tanner, the strong trader. We're going to be giving away some accounts as well, some instant fundeds, but only if you're a member there, so not if you're watching on YouTube or Twitter. Got to sign up to AceFX TV to be involved in the duck race and get potentially an instant funded account. And then we have all the replays of all the sessions if you guys can't make it. But the most important thing is the Futures 2.0, right? For the strategy-wise, if you're lost or if you're struggling with your current one or you're trying to trade my strategy without even fully knowing it because you haven't seen the course, maybe just my YouTube videos, do a full deep dive into Futures 2.0 this weekend. It's very short, maybe 3 hours. And the real meat of it, right, isn't going to be in the introduction chapter. So once you get through that, it's really just like 6 through 14. I don't know. But just go through it, 2-3 hours, watch it twice, watch it 3 times. That's where you're going to fully understand why I even want to maybe buy it right now at the VWAP, right? How I read the charts, how I use the 15-minute. There also is going to be an update to it, probably coming, definitely not in September, but Q4 for sure be going to do an update, and Zach Arbucci is going to do a full-on course of his own. It's already in the works, so that's going to be out as well. So lots of great things coming to AceFX TV. You guys can get it for free, so make sure you check that out down below and join us. You join us today. You join us this morning. Andrew says, where do you anchor the overnight VWAP? Good question. So the overnight VWAP, sometimes in my YouTube videos, I probably should try to keep it the same. I call it the daily VWAP or the overnight VWAP. It's the same thing. It's anchored to the changeover of day, 6 p.m. Eastern time or 18 on your TradingView, right? And what I do for that, you could just go to your indicators. It's free. There is a paid version that's going to anchor all these for you. But if you just want a simple, just this overnight, right, it's not going to do previous days. It's not going to do all-time high. It's not going to do high day, low day. Just if you want the one VWAP, just type in VWAP auto-anchored. And as far as I know, it's just that one. There's no real, there's no name to it. But VWAP auto-anchored, that's the indicator for that. And then with the settings of it, just turn off all the bands. Just have the VWAP on. Make sure the style is OHLC divided by 4. And then that way you don't have to anchor it at all. It'll do it for you every single morning, right? If I rewind to yesterday, you can see it moved and it automatically anchored to the yesterday's start of day. So I don't do it. I don't touch it. All automated, but catching some lift here. Nice higher low, potentially. It's all right. We'll find something at the open. We got no news today until really 10 o'clock. consumer sentiment, inflation expectations. The real beef of it came with CPI and PPI, but how does this look on the 1 minute if I even were to trade it? Yeah, so you got like the first break above the overnight potentially here. Don't want to chase that. Maybe see a retest, take the second long. Right. We also got to be careful with that. If you do long it down here in the lower time frames of like, okay, buyers are back in. You don't want to hug the stop right there at that higher low, because what happens? You're smoked. You definitely, if it's a pre-market idea, give it 6 points. Cover a lot of these higher lows. Give it space to breathe, because you really want to find out if it's really not holding above this overnight like I thought. Get me out. But if it's pulling back 4 points, it could just build the higher low there and still move higher. So hopefully no one took that or got stopped out. Or if you did, you're probably just having to jump back in now. And now you're sitting in this one halfway to 1R. But anywhere around that price is a good one. And you look at NQ, same thing, kind of just retesting that same VWAP. New high, pullback, new high, pullback. You'd be longing it here, trying to go get the next new high. Clean setups, clean setups. So I take it no one's long, but you never know. We were looking yesterday. I think I'm going to do something either on maybe Saturdays. I don't know what I'll do. Maybe Twitter. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll send emails out. I don't know. But combining almost, not all of even my trades, right? You guys pretty much see all my trades, either taken on stream or I do post them on Twitter. But just a compilation of all the best setups each week. So like all the great setups that presented Monday to Friday, whether I was in them or not, here's what we should have been in, could have been in. Here's why one was better than the other or cleaner than the other, whatever, right? Just to give you a full scope of like, here's everything you missed and why. So I think I'm going to start doing that for you guys on Saturdays. And then that way I could get all the trades Monday through Friday. But we'll see how I even want to do that. But yesterday was nice. 2 trades, same direction. Andrew said, I watched some of your videos yesterday and have implemented this morning on gold floating 250. Definitely some great knowledge of the market. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, it works on gold, works on YM even. I just don't trade it over there. So it's always fun to hear when other people take the same concepts that I'll trade and teach, but on a different asset than I look at. Let's take a look at yesterday's trade real quick for anyone that missed it. And hopefully you guys were in something similar, if not the exact same setups. This is a good markup, but I think I have a cleaner one. Right? Where's the 2? High day breaks. This one's just cleaner, right? There's not as many freaking notes to make it all clustered. But when you look at it, and you'll see this again if you go through Futures 2.0 today, which that is your homework. So you guys are all going to do that this weekend. A first break of open range high often doesn't run very far, but we'll put that to a side. Looking for a retest off of a key VWAP. In this case, it's the New York, right? This is anchored to 9:30 New York Open. We're going to do the same thing today in about 30 minutes. That I want to see who's in control. If we're above it, buyers are in. If we're below it, sellers are in, right? So then you see a new high a day be formed, higher high. It pulls back and it respects that New York. So this is looking like it wants to probably be our higher low before we move back higher. And I used a high a day VWAP break. You can see in purple that the first sign to buy it, right? If you want to play the break play, would be a break of that high a day. And you go catch the next higher high. Now, what you don't want to do after that, if you miss that, is long it up there, right? Because now it looks super bullish. Okay, cool. Like I was right. This is going higher. It does go higher from there and you may not lose, but that's just a terrible price in terms of you got to sit through that pullback just to see it win. Then you got to recognize where you want your price. You want price as close to view up as possible. So if you're not near it anymore, you could definitely make money. It's a lower probability. The higher probability setups come closer to this VWAP. So you let it pull back, retest the same VWAP, you take the next break, right? Rather than jumping in mid-move, just wait for the next one. And that's what I was doing on my trade. This is the actual trades I took yesterday with the markups and all that. I take the break above New York. It moves back to open range high. Okay, cool. Retest the same VWAP, and we just went over that one. Traded again off of the VWAP, not chasing it at the highs, floating up for higher highs, hoping it just keeps on ripping. Let it come back down. And I think there was even maybe more markups later on, right? This would be that second high day break. If you didn't catch this one we just showed you, pull back. The next break of high day VWAP, there you go. Straight profit, no drawdown because buyers are back in and you're catching it after a pullback. So hopefully that helps. Is this Edgeful? This is TradingView. I don't know. Is what Edgeful? No, it's not. But yeah, nice trades yesterday. And then just real quick, you can look at it. NQ is pretty volatile. So I mean, when you look at it, I played the prices of 61 and 71, 10 points. 10 points on NQ is nothing, right? You can see my entry price is right near each other. Then I'm playing the same price because it's the same VWAP, right? In this case, the black is the overnight and the blue is New York, but I'm using them both. So that's why you'll see a little bit different there than the other markups when it was just simply just the black one. But clean. 950 across my top one accounts, the instant fundeds. So the sale on that, has anyone bought the new Ignite accounts? Again, those weren't on the Ignite accounts, but those are still running on sale. They're 50% off. But if you want the instant fundeds, which I think many of you are still going with, those are still 45% off when you use code Evan until, I don't want to give you a time frame, but I think maybe another week or so. What time frame are you looking for the break on? I'm always on the 1 minute, Andrew. 1 minute or 2 minute. It's really irrelevant. You really just, the whole point of all that lesson, you could take it, you could wrap it up and say, the most important thing I said is price. I'm playing the price of New York VWAP. I don't care if it broke this VWAP on the 1 minute, the 6 minute, the 11 minute. It's at the New York VWAP. I want to be long. Let's go create that higher low. But to answer your question, yes, I trade on the 1 minute for the execution. I do some analysis on the 15 minute, but just overall 1 minute trades, right? This retest here, these nice clean rejections of the overnight VWAP. If I'm looking at it on the 2 minute, it did the same thing. If I'm looking at it on the 5 minute, it did the same thing, right? So it's what price pays. The price is I want to be long at this New York VWAP, or in this case, the overnight. So just try to train yourself not to get too hooked up on time frame. Ack, what up, man? Long time no see. How you doing? I'm doing good. Chilling out here in Florida. I'm going to try to go golfing this weekend on Sunday before the football games. We'll see if the rain wants to hold up. I know it's going to rain, but hopefully just not too much. So again, some continuation still from this idea. It's going to look really good if it gets back to the high a day, right? And you could even maybe, when you get rid of this previous day's New York view up in blue, it's still not going to look terrible because you're just still saying, yeah, that's probably our higher low. It could be our higher low. But when you anchor to yesterday's 9:30 New York Open, you could see how well we held that. And now we break above the next VWAP, which is the overnight. Now we have full VWAP alignment for longs. Everything is telling you to long it. So, I mean, if we make a new high day today at the Open, I'll definitely be looking for longs. Hopefully, we don't get the common theme of Fridays. If you go to last Friday, freaking sell off, right? Yeah, Jesus. This is last Friday. Sank like a rock. No pullbacks. I don't think the Friday before that, I could be wrong. Nope, that shit sank as well. The Friday before that sank, gave a pullback at 10:45, but still same thing, very strong. And I think the Wednesday the 20th was like the only other day. Right? Yeah. Just sank like a rock. So hopefully we don't get, I mean, hopefully just because it's tough for me to trade, as easy as it is to spot the direction, it's kind of tough to trade. So hopefully we don't get teased with these longs working out. We just fucking flush lower on Friday fashion. Ack played today, shot an 82. Oh, you son of a bitch. 82 is real good. Real good, Ack. Real good. You ever break 80? I haven't. That's the next stop. That'd be sick. Sangelo, what's your opinion? Would you still get a 2-phase or 1-phase account or just go straight to instant funded? I will never suggest someone get a challenge anymore. With the option of instant funding, I'll never say get a challenge, right? Especially, I mean, the way you say 2-phase or 1-phase, that sounds like CFD, so I wouldn't even say that. I mean, if you go to top one here, anyone, that even on their challenges, is it even like this? I should know, but is it like even stages? No, just make what? On a 50K, just make $3,000 and you're funded. Like there's not even stages to that, right? You're still in a challenge. You got to get a target and then you're funded. But like the whole 2-stage challenge, never again would I ever suggest that. That the instant funded's 380 all in with my account, with my code, you get an extra 5% off. So let's just make it up 360. But if you get an instant challenge, not instant, it'd be $60. But if it takes you like 4 times, 5 times to pass one and keep it, you're going to spend around the same amount. You're going to still spend less than just buying an instant funded. But how many weeks did it just take you to lose or fail those for? A month, 2 weeks, that we just wasted 2 weeks of time we could have been in an instant account, So it's also, you got to think about not just the actual monetary capital, but just the time you might be wasting in a challenge. But that's me. We got about 25 minutes to the open or so. Like I said, we're doing a giveaway today of some instant fundeds, I believe. But regardless, we got Tanner coming on, Lawrence the investor. Tanner's the one that's trading YM a little bit, but more so still NQ, I feel like.
No Lawrence today.
Then I'm not coming.
He just texted in the group chat. He's off today.
I'm not coming then.
What's up, dude?
What's up?
Let's talk about this game last night. I was gonna bet the Packers, right? But then something just told me like I can't stay up and watch it. And I was like, I'm not going to put a big bet on. So I put a small parlay on and I lost it by 1 leg, just like you were talking about yesterday. I had Packers to win. I had Josh Jacobs TD and Josh Jacobs over 100 yards, and he didn't get over 100 yards.
Yep. I mean, you're going to come short 1 leg.
You always are going to come short 1 leg. What do you think about the Phillies comeback win over the Mets, too, for the sweep?
I didn't see that.
You didn't see? Pull that up, Jamie. Yeah,
Nobody,
bro. they are down 4. Let's go to this Mets stat for a second. They're down 4-0, and pull up the inning by inning score. What do we call that? The box score. Pull up the Mets box score. No, you're showing me Yankees first. I don't want to see this. Aaron Judge.
That's a sick hat. It's a sick hat. What am I doing, Phillies?
Phillies Mets. Look at that first inning, and they blew it. They blew it. They fucking blew it, bro. What a game.
Yeah, like that's the only one you scored the game. It's just the first inning. That's
and it was just a rough start from the pitcher. And then it was just he locked in.
I mean, it wasn't yesterday because we won yesterday. Let me go to I think it was the day prior. We only won one of them against the Tigers. We lost 12-2 and 11-1. Fuck off.
Damn, bro.
That's terrible. Was it Wednesday? No, it was the day we were leading. So maybe it'd been the 12-2 game.
At least you beat the Astros.
But look at this shit. We're up 1-0 in the first, 2-0. What happened in the 7th here, Chief?
What happened?
9 runs.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck happened? It was 2-2 going into the 7th. All right, we're in this thing. 9 runs, I'm going home. Being like, yep, that's gone. Fuck.
So check the odds on the World Series, DraftKings odds. Even though they don't have the best record, the Phillies are the favorite. I think it's plus 425 for my Phils.
Plus 550 on FanDuel.
Yeah. Wow. They have the Dodgers ahead. Yesterday, the Phillies were ahead. On DraftKings, the Phillies had the better odds yesterday.
Yeah, they could be.
How are the Dodgers the favorite? They're in like 5th place.
They're not in the AL?
They're barely in this thing.
They're in first for theirs in the National League. They're first above the Padres.
Oh, okay. Barely.
82-64.
Dude,
I'm a big 87-60.
I'm a big Padres fan right now.
Fuck, even the Brewers are better. So like, where are they at?
Brewers are right there.
750.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was surprised to see the Phillies ahead of the Brewers, even though the Brewers have the better record, but the Phillies just beat them 2 out of 3.
So it could be like just like strength of like, I don't know if they'll win it all. I mean, they're doing good against their schedule.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Yankees could be trash. They'll always be in the top 5 of odds just because they're the Yankees.
Yeah, that's instead
especially
of that,
at the start of every season. At the start of every season, they're always going to give them a good chance to win, even though no,
definitely.
But,
yeah. So who's your prediction? Do you have a prediction? I'd like to see Blue Jays make a good run. No. Do you have any?
Who the hell wants Canada to win? What a weird guy.
I'm just saying. It's nice to see a different team in the mix. Yeah. That's 700.
That's
That's exactly where I would call it right now.
We're all
The
700.
Ravens in this conversation are just so funny to me, bro. Like, you
Why?
guys are
Because
hilarious.
they lost by 1 point to the Super
No,
Bowl
bro, but it's
favorite?
just like, what are we talking about? Like, this team doesn't win playoff games to get them to the Super Bowl. They'll win and maybe get to the AFC Championship game. They'll win and have a good season and beat some shitty teams because they have an easy schedule. But this,
But do the Bills? The Bills shit the bed every year to
I mean,
Patrick
bro, but
Mahomes.
when you
The
look at
Packers
Josh
haven't been there
Allen,
since Rodgers. The
Josh
Lions
Allen,
suck forever. So
I
with
think
that logic,
no,
no
no,
one
no,
should be in here.
no. When the Eagles beat the shit out of the Chiefs this weekend, the Eagles odds
Okay.
will go up. Yeah, because the Eagles are
Yeah.
going to, I think they're going to smoke the Chiefs this weekend. I think the Chiefs' morale is very low. That's my opinion.
I hope so.
Yeah.
They got no wide receiver 1 or 2. But I mean, it's just like, yeah, when you really think about it unbiasedly, it's like the Ravens did lose, but they looked good the whole game until the fucking end, crumbling. But it was
Yes.
also against who they think is the best team to win the Super Bowl, so it's not that embarrassing.
No,
It was
it's not.
definitely terrible. But just like if you put them up against the rest of the league, these teams, yeah, they're better.
Yeah.
But
Wow, Minnesota's low.
it's also
Yeah,
so early. It's one
Green
fucking
Bay's
game.
Green Bay's pretty high. That's aggressive at plus 750 on Green Bay.
Yeah.
That's
I
aggressive.
think it was mostly when the Micah Parsons trade happened that went up.
I mean, he's a dog.
Yeah.
If you watch the highlights of that game last night, he's a dog.
And
Bro.
Love is good. I just don't know if he's like old enough to win the Super Bowl yet, like enough experience to really bring him through a whole playoff push.
He has the characteristics of what you would say is a good quarterback in the league. He can run, he can throw, he can call audibles well.
Yeah, he'll
Like,
be good. He'll
yeah.
be good for sure.
I think the Chargers is probably the best odds right here.
2,000?
Chargers or the Bengals. Yeah, I like plus 2,000 on Chargers or Bengals. Dude, like, you know how it is every year. There's that one team. Like that 49ers bet, that bet's stupid. Don't take that. But I would say Chargers and Bengals is best bang for your buck. Rams, no way. Rams have no shot.
We're the Giants.
Oh my God, bro.
They're not there though. At least they're not at the bottom.
God.
Saints, Dolphins, huh?
Damn. Yeah, I mean, the Dolphins could be the worst team in the league this year. There's a good chance. Bucks all the way down there. Wow.
What about,
Okay, so then
what about MVP? It's too early. Josh Allen, Lamar, Jordan Love.
Wow.
Jaden Daniels, fuck that. No.
That's crazy. Oh, dude. See, like, this is where pull up
Look
the
at
odds.
that. Derrick Henry and Saquon.
Yeah. Pull up the odds on the QBs again. Where's Jalen Hurts on that?
Well, this is MVP.
Yeah. Oh, that's
What,
MVP. Well,
QB?
where's Jalen Hurts for the MVP? Oh, dude. I mean, and Joe Burrow plus 1,200 on Joe Burrow could be a good one too, bro. I like Joe Burrow for MVP last year. If they went further, Joe Burrow was MVP.
Yeah, if they had a better record.
Right.
But like,
That's
you can't be a 500 team and be like, oh, he's so valuable.
No. You're right.
Like, no matter how you want to cut it, he's obviously a spectacular player. Would not make sense to be like, yeah, he's a 500 quarterback, but he's the best.
If they won the Super Bowl, he would have won it.
If they even just made the playoffs, you know, like you got to at least get there.
Right.
There was like one time where I think it was also a defensive guy, could be wrong, where like the team was 2 wins and he won MVP because he had like 80 sacks.
Wow.
It's just like, you can't deny it. Like, yeah, he's fucking amazing. His team is just terrible. It's like Myles Garrett. He's always the best defensive guy, but the Browns suck.
But the Browns suck. Yeah, so that'll be a tough game for you guys this weekend.
Why? We have the Browns.
Yeah.
That's not tough.
It is going to be tough, bro. The Browns, they're scrappy. You know how it is.
Break Joe Flacco's neck, former Raven.
Did you go over news for the day?
There's really nothing much until 10.
No, nothing really.
Consumer sentiment seemed like something maybe.
You see, they got the shooter. They're saying.
I didn't listen to it yet. I saw the clip
maybe
on Twitter when he was on.
He was on Fox. He said the pastor and the dad turned him in.
Like they were like he was hiding at their house, or he just
here you go.
Told him who he was.
22-year-old Tyler Robinson, suspect of who killed Charlie Kirk. Damn.
Fucking loser.
Fucking loser, bro. Yeah, he said, we're looking into Soros. He said that he's sending National Guard into Memphis, too. I guess Memphis is bad. I don't know. I guess Memphis is having a hard time. Crime's probably pretty bad there. Bookmap seems super light this morning, too, going into the open.
Yeah, I think you got to like the longs until you just get a flush lower at the open like Fridays. You're leaning long until you get new information. Nice bounce.
Yeah. Everyone's talking about this. Apple downgraded to neutral by D.A. Davidson with a 250 price target. Apple's at 230 today. That's interesting. Gil Luria says the company has become uninspiring with the lackluster of innovation. I mean, I'd agree with that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean, we've already invented everything you can.
Yeah.
What else is there?
Right.
I think about it every day. What can I invent?
Right.
Everything's taken. They beat me to it.
Yep. Just go through this and see. U.S. has now more unemployed people than job openings for the first time since 2021. Interesting. When that happened, it was COVID, right? It's like really that wasn't happening. 2018 was the last time that was really happening. If you just don't count COVID. Here we go.
How many of those people are trying to get jobs, though?
Right. It's true. That's always the good question to ask.
It's not like they're all like hunting for like these limited spots. It's like there may be just enough for the people actually trying to find work and jobs available.
Right. Good point. This one says S&P 500 completed one of the best 5-month rallies ever, up more than 30%. Since 1950, this only happened 5 other times, but the returns going out a year were much better than average. A year later, never lower and up more than 18% on average. Damn.
From the 5-month period?
Yeah, I mean, it just shows you, like, you can't bet against U.S. markets. It's so hard. You have to find such edge in if you're a short bias trader, you can't be trying to short the indices. You have to find individual plays, you know? Over time, the indices just go higher. There's definitely, like we talked about with Michael, there's definitely like periods like here, 2000 to 2008, right? Like it was 12 years till you made your money back. But that's if you're buying at the top, you know? Back to what we were saying. You buy those dips.
Time. But then you also look at the chart like, well, we're talking about from 1950. We're talking about 70 years. So
we're talking
like
a lifetime.
Years, that 70 is not.
Right. Like literally a lifetime is what we're talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No one wants to sit through 12 at all. They still do want to try to be strategic with it. But it's like if you're doing it today, you're not, depending on how old you are, like this money isn't supposed to be touched for another 12 years anyways.
Right.
Like you're not looking to like day trade it and take it out next year.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
so then, you don't want to buy it at the all-time high.
We have nothing to do up here, it seems like, other than continue to look for longs. I mean, yesterday it worked out really nice catching the move out because how many times do we see that first break of opening range just goes, no pullback?
Only on the strong days.
Only on the strong days. It's true. And once we hit that high, if you look at it, like really, we were done moving by 11:30 yesterday. It barely moved above that.
Even look at the downside days, like last Friday and the Friday before that. It's like you got to think about it. And some days there'll be outlier days. Like think of the market having a gas tank. We just used everything we had in that first hour of push. Do you think we're going to go do that again for the next 6 hours? Probably not. So
it has to have a catalyst for sure. You know what I mean?
Now we just stay stuck in this bullshit range because we just wasted all our energy falling so fast. You know, that's like when you get the slow movement, slowly moving lower. It's like, all right, we're trending. That's not trending. That's fucking flushing. We're done now.
Flushing.
So
everybody, we're going to take a break in about 5 minutes and get set up for ASFX TV. We're going to be running this stream continuous through. So there will be a video break in 5 minutes, but then we will be going live on ASFX TV. As you can see now, it's 9:20. So Bookmap's going to start to come alive here. Back up here, bro. 6,600 on ES is where we're going to be looking. Yeah, I'll show you really quick. I had yesterday. Yeah, it looks good, beautiful. Right? Yeah, it's coming along slowly this week for sure. It feels a lot slower. I was at 4K last week, only up 2,200 this week. So definitely feels slower, but it's been tougher, honestly, just to get green. This was the second trade I took yesterday. Look at that. That'll kill some people with the negative risk reward. They'll be like, oh my God, this guy doesn't know how to trade. Okay, say whatever you want, bro. I don't care. I liked how it consolidated here above that high a day VWAP. You know, I wasn't just like chasing the first break of it back here. Nice long base, hadn't made a new high yet. So I was like, I can probably put a stop here and get something out of this. And if I would have stayed in it, I was long at 90. It made a move. I could have caught 10 points on it. So I risked 10. I could have caught the 10, but
I got back from the gym and I was looking at it and I liked it for more longs because how could you not? I was making like those higher lows, even though it was failing to make the high day break and just run. It was still building higher lows. I was like, you're 2-0 on the day. Don't get back in at 2 o'clock. Like you just feel like such an ass giving it back in the afternoon. If this thing is dried up and it doesn't go anywhere.
And you know what the trick is? I entered on a red candle. Like I was like, wait till it comes down to the VWAP. I'm not going to get in as it comes up off the VWAP. I want to get in on that VWAP. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking. And then I took this one on stream. Everybody saw this yesterday. This was a really, really nice one. Such a nice rip when it just goes all day. And I take 7 points out of it and it fucking rips 30. But then I had this marked up as well. So you get that high a day, you get that basing. We talked about this. Remember, people were asking, how long do you wait to take the high a day break? You could have taken the first one here. Same stop loss would have been fine. But the second one here is nice, especially like how it consolidates, holds, and then starts to lift. Like that's a good flush. That was your second trade, I think, right?
Pretty much. I did on an NQ.
Right on NQ.
At the same time.
Yeah.
Because it was off of the VWAP, so more visually pleasing.
Yep. Yeah, so that was yesterday.
Yeah, hopefully we can get some more longs today. If not, we know how to short it, chat. We're just not going to do it at the open. See what we can get. Be a little patient. Close out the week. If you're down on the week, you're not going to probably make it all back today on a Friday, unfortunately. Unless you're small red, then we definitely could. But we don't need to try to salvage a big red week and try to flip it green. Just try to make it a little less red. Go into the weekend feeling good. So that way you're alive coming back on Monday.
Or if you're green on the week, don't let it go red.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of different scenarios, right? You want to keep these accounts alive so you don't have to buy more over the weekend. But if you do, you're going to use code EP. But I mean, it's really just keep them alive, right? This wasn't your week. It's probably not going to just change all on Friday. It can get a little bit better on a Friday. But be willing to come back in on Monday and Tuesday. Keep chipping away and get it back to where you want or catch a nice streak. And if you find a way to get green early this morning, call it early. See you later. Don't trade past 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock.
Yeah, so we're going to break in 2 minutes, everybody, at 9:25, and then we'll be back at 9:30, right at market open. You know, I think the game plan here, Ev, with these orders at 6,600, I think the game plan is we pull back into overnight VWAP around 90, 89. We look for longs for 10 points, right? So we go 90 into 66, and then we could justify a 10-point stop. That would be all the way down here. So you don't even need that, it seems like, right? So that could be a good long play down in here before opening range is set, if it ends up pulling back at the open, and then we have to get long before it's set, or it sets up here. Somehow it sets a range up here, and then we look for the move out off of that. I don't think I have a plan for shorts because like I wouldn't really want to be short until later in the day. If we have to short it, I honestly just might not sell it today and just be flat because I'm green this week every day. I don't know why I would want to sell it today. You know, on a Friday.
I was showing earlier, we bounced off previous days in New York. Like that's our higher low as of now. That can't really try to short it back into that. So probably longs or nothing. But we'll see.
Okay. All right. Well, then let's break, Ev. Let's do it. We're going to get going on ASFX TV. So everybody hang out for a few minutes. We will be back very shortly, probably in 5 minutes.
Yeah, run the intro. Here we go.
Run the intro. Let's have a good Friday. Let's make some money and have a good one.
Yeah.
Appetite. Start your engine.
Euphoria. Some side effects may include hallucinations, nausea, insomnia, changing appetite.
Happy Friday. Good to be live. Good to be with you. We just got finished our pre-market stream, setting up the day. Markets are open. We're going to get after it here on stream. ASFX TV people, good morning. Andrew, what's up, buddy? Anthony, Travis, what's up, boys? Randy, Scott, Leo, what's up, everybody? ASFX TV, guys, I already put the giveaway link in the chat. Make sure you put your names on the giveaway sheet just once, please. That'll get you signed up for the giveaway. We'll do that a little bit later. We got guests coming on stream today, everybody, as usual on Friday. Randy will be joining us. Evan should be joining us. Maybe Bruce will pop in. You know how it is on Fridays. We go big. We're on X, YouTube. We're across all social media today, but priority goes to ASFX TV members. If you're not subscribed to ASFX TV, you can use the code FIRST, get the first month free, come hang out with us every single day, get access to our Discord, our courses, our streams, and of course, the free giveaways on the Friday. Everybody loves the free giveaways. Adrian, what's up? Morgan, what's up? David, William, Chuck, Sarah, what up, fam? What up? What up? Jeff, good morning, everybody. No need. I got the duck race covered. Lance already got the duck race as the profile picture. Nice. Nice. Mike, good morning. Sheldon, good morning. New people on ASFX TV. Tell me where you're coming in from. If you're new, say hello. I see we got Korea in the chat. Where else? Where else today? Good morning. Now, plan here coming into market open, everybody. We have orders at 6,600 again. I'm going to go over my trades from yesterday once we get started here, but full VWAP alignment to the upside. Previous day VWAP, overnight VWAP, and New York VWAP are all headed in the same direction. So if we are looking for a move higher in the 92, 94, 96 area, that would be full VWAP alignment. For shorts, not really too hot on the shorts today, to be honest. Maybe later in the session, but I'm leaving the desk after 11 o'clock. I'm done on a Friday at 11 o'clock, especially when I'm green every day this week. So if it is a short day, you might find it later. You might see some ideas later, but I'm looking for longs or nothing here this morning. That's my game plan. Sean, York, what's up, dude? I'm not far, brother. That's funny. Andrew in hot ass Arizona. Yes, buddy. Yeah, it's September. It should be coming out of it now for you, Andrew. It was worse a month ago. Giancarlo, what's up, buddy? We're going to bring Randy on in a minute. Like I said, new people, say what up in the chat. I'm going to put the link again for the giveaway for ASFX TV people. Make sure you guys put your name on that list. We'll do our giveaway a little bit later in the stream. And again, if you're watching on X, if you're watching on YouTube, first month free of ASFX TV, just click the link in my bio. That'll get you signed up with us for next week, ready to rock and roll. Kevin, yep, Columbia. Mike, good morning, buddy. Gregor, what's up, buddy? Awesome. Randy, good morning. How are you?
What's up? Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, man. What are you thinking this morning? You like my play, longs or nothing? You like short? What are you thinking?
I like the longs. I like that we tapped that previous day's value area low in the overnight session. That was where that low set in.
Yeah.
And we kind of pushed off there. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. But I didn't have the best sleep last night. Miles was he wasn't feeling well. So
Maybe
I'm
you can
just
give me some advice on this then, or maybe you haven't encountered this yet. Dads in the chat, tell me what I need to do here. My wife's having me do bedtime so we can get the kid off the boob, right? So I'm putting him to bed now. I'm falling asleep in his bed. He has like a full-size bed on the floor that has like a cage around it. And dude, I was in there for 3 hours last night. I wake up at 10 o'clock and I got to go to my bed. This is now happening almost every night because we go in at 7:30, 8 o'clock. He's playing around and I'm just like, all right, I'm going to shut my eyes for a minute and then I'm asleep. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to make have Riley come in and wake me up and blah, blah, blah. So dads in the chat, how do we get around this? Do you just let the kid cry? Like, do I just leave when I'm getting tired and let him cry? I don't think that's the answer. He's going to puke.
he's gonna puke.
But anyway, before we get into the stream too deep here, while the dads are giving me some advice in the chat, orders at 6,600, everybody. We may see a push off this overnight VWAP higher into that 6,600 up here at market open. We usually wait on stream for the opening range to set, which is the first 15 minutes of trading. Since we're close to this overnight VWAP, that dotted line, that daily VWAP, you could justify potentially taking longs here before the opening range is set. I mean, even like Randy, look at this. Even like a 6.5 point stop gives you so much breathing room on a position if you were to do so. You know what I mean?
I don't know if it's going to be like yesterday. Like we're just going to get a break. And you know how we just got that climb up yesterday?
No, I wouldn't expect it straight up. Yeah, I agree with that.
Like I think those orders at 6,600, like, yeah, I don't think they're going to get filled and then this thing's going to run. So, but who knows? What do I know?
I got dad advice in the chat. Enjoy the time. Soon you wish you could be doing that. Kevin, I tried to, brother. I'm definitely aware of that. So thank you. Tell her to use no bite nail polish. Okay, Alina, good thought. How old? He's a little over 2 years. He just turned 2 in June. You need to leave him and let him cry. Of course, Andrew says that. You need to go back in time and let him cry a little. Start a few minutes, then go back in. Fell asleep in there too. Every time you leave, stay out for longer until he can settle himself. I make my kids go to sleep by themselves, read them a story, cover them up, then roll out. All right. I think it's fine to spend time with him. I have 4 young boys. I do that with them most nights. Let them cry in phases, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Until all right. Good advice. Good advice. Happy sleeper. We trained our son day 1. Sleeps like a champ. Happy sleeper method. All right. I got to do some fucking research. ChatGPT needs to help me out here.
You know what the problem is for us?
Appreciate
like Kevin said, Miles has been like an amazing sleeper since like the day he came home from the hospital. So it's like when we have a rough night with them, it's like the end of the world because we've never even really faced it. We've had maybe 10 nights out of 2 years where he's been, it's been bad nights. So it's like, good
advice. Good advice. So everybody, what we're looking at here, opening range is going to set in 10 minutes. Still not moving much here, Randy, at open. So let's take a look at NQ and YM, but ES on bookmap 6,600. That's up here. Like 6,600 is about 10 points higher than where we are now. We could see that 10-point move. And Randy, what I'm thinking is like, I know what you're saying. It may not be the break and rip. I don't know if it will or not, but I'm looking at it just from a risk perspective. Like on the 15-minute, dude, a 10-point stop puts me under previous day VWAP. You see what I'm saying? Like I can go into just
look at NQ's below everything though. So I just hang like YM's above everything, NQ's below everything. What's the Mag 7 looking like?
Sideways. Mag 7 index is kind of sideways, but I favor the longs, at all time high. I definitely do. And I'm looking at price, you know what I mean, Randy? And I think this is one thing I didn't do enough when I was starting out as a trader. Like I was just looking at indicators. Here we get some movement now. I wasn't just reading prices. Like what price do I want to be long at? Well, if this thing comes higher, bro, I'm going to say I want longs near that 65.90, near that daily VWAP. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying to myself. So I'm going to try to wait as long as we can until the opening range sets. But otherwise, I'm going to just play the probabilities and try to get on the right side of the VWAP here. Kevin said, aren't you surprised that there wasn't really any reaction to the CPI news? I don't know, because it's a tough question, Kev, because it's like often people will say news is priced in already. We already know where we're at on inflation. We know these rate cuts are coming. You know what I'm saying? But I also, as a VWAP trader, I don't want to get too caught up in that because you can just distract yourself from just trading the right side of the VWAP, Let me show you really quick while we wait for this opening range set. This was the trade on stream, everybody, that we took. Remember the long yesterday from 60 into 67? That was good. Ended up going much higher. And then later in the day, I had a negative risk reward trade, Randy. Can you imagine? I had a 10-point stop and I closed it for 3 points. The internet's going to fucking kill me. No, everybody. It actually did make a pop to 6,600, which I wanted it to do because there were orders like this on 6,600, but I just didn't sit in it. At that point in the day, dude, at 2:30, if I get anything and it's like mentally fatiguing me or I'm busy, I just close it. Just take anything, you know? So that was my 2 trades yesterday. So my week is actually good, but it feels a little slower than last week, as you can see on these 550Ks. I'm trading 5 50K instant fundeds with top one. I also have 6 Ignite accounts. Everybody, you can see over there on the screen, the Ignite accounts, you can copy trade 6 of them. And they're instant funded. They're also 50% off right now. So you're getting an instant funded account for $150, 50K. It's a really, really good deal. Randy, this is why we wait for that opening range to set, right, brother?
Yeah, and then those orders at 85 are on their pre-market. So let's just see. It's not like they just came on.
No, they came on back 9:20 in the morning.
So I'm just curious to see what happens here.
Yep. We have consumer sentiment. Is it something we should be concerned about? It'll shake the market in 20 minutes a little bit, I would guess, but I wouldn't use the word concerned. I wouldn't say be concerned about it. Now, Randy, I think about the falling off the sidewalk thing that Tanner always talks about.
Yeah.
If this thing, you see these higher lows overnight, right? That one directional London session move that we usually get, right? There it is. Do I like the longs at 83 and that stop at low a day? Again, 8-10 point stop, just trying to catch some pop higher at all-time highs, you know, kind of do. With orders up there at 6,600, I kind of do.
And then you're saying stop down below 76?
Stop, it's at low a day. If it takes out the pre-market lows, my idea is dead. But like, I like it when I can get
I just think you're taking a lot of risk all the way down to there.
Say that louder.
I think you're taking a lot of risk all the way down to 76. I don't think you got to be that low. Like, I think if you're going to want to get in below the VWAPs, I think you're going to want to know if you're wrong pretty quick. Like, I don't think you need to hold on to that for low a day. That's just.
I'm not going to get in below the VWAPs though. I don't think. I'm having a good week. I'm green every day. I don't want to be red today because I fought the VWAP. Like, I should just wait till we break it and then that's it. You know what I'm saying?
Even then, I think if you get in above the New York, you're going to be below previous days. I think the furthest you want to be.
Justice said, what prop firm for the 50K? One at the top of the screen, brother. Top one futures. There's a link here. I'll put it in the chat for you right there. Where do we stream pre-market, Jeff? So we're streaming on YouTube, on X. We're on socials. Everybody, Tanner's coming on in a minute. So we let our guests stream to their socials. Randy stream into his socials. Only on Fridays. Our stream every other day is only for ASFX TV people. And we only do that at market open. But Fridays, we kind of want to build an audience. And like to get people on here, you have to go live for longer. You know what I'm saying? So we go live pre-market. That's how we got 600 people already on here. You know, we're at 560 right now, 569 plus 150 something on ASFX TV. So good chunk of people. Let's bring Tanner and see what he's doing. Is he in trades yet? That's the question. Everybody knows for Fridays. No, he's not. Dude, the mustache is looking thick, bro. Your mustache is looking solid.
Thank you. I shaved yesterday, so I'm feeling, feeling some type of
contrast. It's the contrast, right? You shave, so now it makes the mustache really pop.
I got the light going, you know.
Oh, that's what it is. Because I told you last week about the light. That's what it is.
I've had this light. It just dies sometimes. I forget about it. And I'm like, I should probably fix that.
Randy, I had to give him a talking to yesterday. I was like, bro, you know you have $26,000 in payouts in the last few months, and I only have $13,000 in payouts. I'm like, you need to flex that fucking payout certificate. So, Tanner, I hope you fucking printed it out and brought it to stream today as a show and tell project.
Oh, I framed it and everything, put it right next to
He went and bought a new white t-shirt and a white hat just to be like,
yeah.
Here we go.
Actually, this is an old white t-shirt. It has a hole right here, but it's really comfy.
Nice. Well, how's your week going, buddy? Give everybody a quick update if you can while we're waiting for some longs, maybe.
Yeah, so I finally had I had a winning day yesterday. I've still been getting my ass kicked on the live account overall, but had a winning day yesterday.
Nice.
And it was crazy. I was telling you a little bit about this yesterday. It's like I've gotten my ass kicked on the live account the past like 2.5 weeks, but I'm eligible for a $12,000 payout with Lucid in a couple days. I literally just need to take a couple scratch trades.
That's awesome.
And then I had those 2 really big option plays where I made 11 grand on. So I'm like, that's 22K right there. And I got like this Baba swing open that's up like 8 grand. I got
perspective, bro. Perspective.
Yeah. So when I zoom out, I'm like, I'm making some money, but it's like getting my ass handed to me on live every day. it just hurts. And so it's like I think that's a hard thing as traders is we need to practice zooming out. So it's like really being able to look at like how are you doing overall, not just like, and that's how people blow accounts all the time. You get so focused on I need to be right today versus like if you zoom out, take the little loss. And that's why like I would love to have this be an epic comeback story because I am doing really good at respecting the loss on the top one account. It's like I hit, I moved it down to 850. I hit 850, I move on with the day. And so it's like it's allowed me to stay alive long enough. So I'm like, okay, if I can just do that.
Get back. Really do.
Yeah, I'm at 5,800. So,
but it's good for people to see too. Like it's not.
Yeah.
Even though I was talking about this yesterday. Trading profits come in disproportionate waves. I think I'm going to get long here though, boys, in a second. But in the disproportionate waves, it does bring up the question of like when you're running hot, you got to be hitting everything as much as you can. Copy trading if you can, hitting
for
it.
Sure.
Just because you got a payout last month doesn't mean you're getting a payout next month. It's not like that. It doesn't make the next payout easier. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And it's like you got to know also when you're just really not hot and you got to cool off too. And like I think
lighten down the risk.
The thing is like even the best professional traders, like I don't want to like I guess you could call us professionals at this point, but it's like when I say that I'm talking like the big dogs, the 10 years in, 12 years in, multimillionaire traders, they still go through red months, red streaks and stuff like that. One of my dudes I always follow, one of my favorites, Vincent. He's I think option what's his name again on Instagram? Options Insider on Instagram. Vincent, great trader. It's pretty cool. I've been following his journey literally since I started trading. I think he's been trading now for like almost 10 years. And so cool to see the progression of someone that posts everything on YouTube. Because like I remember literally 5 years ago watching him and he'd be like, oh, awesome day, made $300, made $400. Oh my gosh, $1,000 day. And then like the dude eventually now, like I think he literally did over $1 million last year.
Wow.
And he's a great trader. And then I remember I think like literally 2 months ago, I think he had a red month and he lost like I think 25 grand or 30 grand in a month. And he just ate shit for a whole month. And it's like it doesn't mean he's a bad trader. It's just like big, market conditions, traders go through it sometimes. And this is a game where you have to consistently like check yourself, get checked by the market, and then figure out ways just to get back on the horse because you're still going to get your ass handed to you and you're prone to anything. So, reminding myself that too. I'm like, oh yeah, fuck all the haters in the comments, dude. I'll be back. Like,
tell Randy what that guy was saying to you on Twitter. You said some guy.
Some guy like commented on one of my videos, basically saying he's like, it's very clear the past the past 2 weeks, the Tanner's just all over the place. Like, can't believe this guy even calls himself a coach. Blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, yeah, let's ignore my $50,000 in payouts I've taken in the past 3 months. I was like, let's focus on this 2 weeks and ignore the 3 months.
Right.
That I've just shown it live on YouTube in front of everyone. Let's ignore that and just pick me out for the 2 weeks. You're right.
Yep.
Like fucking hilarious.
Yep.
Yeah.
Keyboard warriors.
Smarter than his mustache. Yep, Scott, he is. Mitch said 6 points opening range is small. Vincent Discarano or something. Gage knows who you're talking about, Tanner.
Oh yeah, Vincent. He's a good dude. He's just straight up just options trader, just only trades options, but he has great levels, some great review stuff. So definitely check his stuff out, guys, if you get a chance.
I did take a long while you were talking, Tanner. I got it up on my screen. I got long ES at 89.50, Randy, and I have a stop at 83. It's tight range today. So I'm a little heavier than my usual first trade. I have 6 contracts instead of 4 or 5, but it's only 195 of risk across each of the 5 accounts. I like the orders at 6,600 as the target. So I'm just kind of giving it some space. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not really trying to time the market. I think that we're going to get a move from the 90 area here into that 6,600 today at some point. That's my thought.
Yeah, I was just waiting for a little bit of a hold above the New York view up to get long.
I tried to, but my eagerness got me in and then the candle flipped.
Yeah, I before you got long, I was gonna be like, oh, wait a second. Because I was like, I'm watching this too. We just pinned 20, or we got really close to 24,000 on NQ. And then we instantly shot back up, and now we're retesting prior day high, and we are back through VWAP.
Yep,
it's just a tricky spot, and like literally, like
YM's pulling down.
Yeah, I think the hardest part is like, dude, this is such a big area of supply. Like in general, like we just can't get through it. We've been like yesterday, the fact that we didn't take all-time highs and we were that strong overall is just showing how many
ES made all-time highs.
On NQ, I'm sorry, on NQ. Yeah. NQ is a lagger right now, but that's also because some of the tech names aren't as strong, so it kind of makes sense.
Look at Tesla today, though. Speaking of strong, 2.8% today. Yeah. Dude, Tesla to me looks like it's ready to move towards 500 again. If you look at this on like a daily chart, that looks so bullish.
Yo, pull up Baba.
I'm
Pull up
along
Baba.
with you, Austin.
Yeah, Baba, dude. Great
Pull up
trade.
Baba, bro.
Great
That, I'm still in those. I'm still in these leaps, dude. I think this thing is just going to keep going to like 180. My target is 180s. So
yeah, so you're right. I mean, I don't know. You don't look at ES that much, but dude, yesterday was a huge ES clear for a new high.
well, you know why? This is the rotation thing I talked about because YM ripped so hard. So YM influenced ES to rip with it. You know, it's that rotation thing. YM influences ES so much.
Nvidia's near its all-time high, bro. All-time high on Nvidia is 184. We're at 177. We're right there. Look at and today, dude. I think look at Microsoft showing a lot of strength. Do you see Oracle?
Yeah, dude, that was a great power earnings gap. And it's starting to get back to the back. Yeah, it was way too big. It's got to get back some of it. I don't know where it's going to find support, but
see, this looks good for me now too, Randy. If this can close back up through, that's a nice little higher low in there.
Yeah, I got long at 88.75.
I got to take profit in at 98, Randy, because I'm going to front run the orders, everybody, at 6,600. I'm not going to trade into it. I'm just going to, if I can get up into that 98, 97 area, I'll take that shit. 5th green day of the week. That'd be 10 green days, 9 green days in a row. I'll take it.
Killer, dude.
I'm 2/3 to a payout almost, a little over halfway.
Give me some of that juju.
Yeah, for real. You see, they got the killer this morning. It's all over the news.
Did they?
Yeah. Apparently his dad turned him in, bro. I don't know, just processing all of that and like thinking about what that would be like of like having to turn your like that just fucks my head up. Like
I just, dude, yeah, that shit's crazy, bro.
Can you even imagine that? Like you think, oh my God, look at the news. There's a shooting at the school. Oh my God, my son, dude, like I can't even imagine it. Can't even imagine it.
Yeah. It's fucking, I mean, just as a parent too, just even imagine all the kids there that, you know, the parents
super dramatic, bro. It's super dramatic. Like
I told you, I think I've told you about the Santa Barbara story, right? With Elliot Rogers when I was there.
No,
I don't know if I talked about this yet. I went to UC Santa Barbara when the Elliot Rogers. I don't know. Do you remember that the Elliot Rogers thing?
No.
It was this guy that wrote this crazy like YouTube dark video, and he went on like a mass shooting in Santa Barbara.
What?
And it happened when I was there in college.
Really?
I remember the night vividly. He really drove down in Isla Vista. So basically in UC Santa Barbara, there's like a 1 square mile of a college town called Isla Vista. And there's like a little strip that's like the downtown area. It's very, very small. But basically he drove down that and like shot up this deli and like shot up like a bunch of like restaurants and stuff as he drove by. And we were at our house, and I remember a couple of my buddies were getting ready to go to that deli because they would sell like the snacks there, tobacco and stuff. We were like smoking at that time and like, you know, smoking all that shit. And so they were about to go. And I remember one of my buddies like, oh, like let me like take a shower or something first. And then we'll go. And then literally we like hear the sirens and we look out and we see like him like flying down the street and the cops flying. We're like, what the fuck? And then we turn on the news and it's all over the news. And then the dude ends up like crashing and like killing himself or something like that. But literally my buddies were about to go. And one of our neighbors got shot in the leg. Literally our next door neighbor got shot in the leg. And so the next morning, it's like 6 a.m. My parents hadn't seen or heard. And like they got a call from one of their buddies and they're like, is Tanner okay? And they're like, what do you mean? They're like, there was a shooting in Santa Barbara. And so my parents call me at 6 a.m. They're like, are you okay? Like, they're like, oh my God. They're like, I'm glad we just hear your voice. I'm like, yeah. They're like, are your friends okay? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, okay, you can go back to bed. We just had to hear your voice. And I'm like,
dude, I mean, it makes you wonder, did this happen when they were kids? No, I don't think this shit happened as much. No.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with, oh, you just hear about it more because we have cell phones. Nah, bro. No, even yesterday, bro, they evacuated University of Massachusetts at Boston because of a shooter.
Really?
Yeah, it was on the news yesterday. It's like it's just sad. It makes you think that there really is good and evil, bro. Like some of these people, like the people cheering that Charlie, whether you agreed with him or not, cheering about someone's saying,
dude, it's just some of the videos that are coming out too, like these people that are like saying that.
And those are people you walk past those are teachers. Those are people you walk past at the grocery store that are cheering for someone to die, that are like happy people are like, it's another level of fucked up.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
and we attract, dude, I don't know about you. I attract a lot of like servicemen and women in my audience. I think like the discipline that sometimes it takes to be in the service translates well into trading. We have a lot of my audience. They hate this kind of shit, bro, because they're usually pretty center people. They're not far right.
Yeah,
or
well, yeah,
far
and
left.
yeah, for sure, 100%. Like
So to
that
cheer for
demographic for
death,
sure.
oh, dude, you're really pissing everybody off if you're cheering
Oh,
for
yeah.
death, bro.
I know it's
crazy.
disgusting, bro. It is. But
Chat's saying a bunch of shit. Makes me not want to go to work in public. I get, yeah. It
Yeah.
is. Makes you wonder, like, oh, it's so fucked up to say because you kind of sound like a pussy, but you're like, dude, like going to a concert, it's not as safe as it used to be. I'm just gonna like, is that crazy to say? You know what I'm saying? Like people
Yeah.
sneak guns into concerts. There's crazy people now. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? On crazy
Yeah.
drugs. So
Yeah.
it's not, dude. Remember Woodstock? Woodstock ended up being. You ever see that documentary? It was like hundreds of thousands of people, more than they thought that could fit in the field, and no one got killed. No one trampled each other, stabbed each other, shot each other. It was just people hanging out. Someone can fact check me on that, but like that's where it used to be, where we used to like.
Yeah, I mean, it's culture behind that. That's why, like, even like, I mean, the EDM scene, like, you don't really hear a lot of the only deaths you hear or like injuries and stuff in the EDM scene is just people from drug overdose.
The
You know, it's like
of concerts that there are. You're right. You don't hear any like stampeding and like shootings at EDM. There's a lot of them. They're all over the country every weekend. You know.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
So-
It's like, you know, like EDM. It's like I mean, that's the whole point of like the community of EDM people is like everyone's on Molly and all like lovey-dovey, you know, or just or they're just they just understand. It's just like, you know, you don't go and do that shit.
Yeah. Josh in
This
the
is
UK
really
says,
slow.
is it normal to have a gun in your house in the US? In most of the US, I would say, yeah. In certain parts of the US, no. But most of the United States, especially outside the cities, I would say it's common.
I just got my CCW last weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to say that this is a gun control problem is like where they really lose me, because it's like it has nothing to do with that guy would have had the gun regardless, bro. Like criminals will get guns where they want to be
I
criminals.
know that argument. I don't
Talk
really-
about. I want to know what drugs was he on, bro. What antidepressants was he taking that have suicidal thoughts as a side effect? I want to know. That's what I'm curious, because I think the big pharma is a big role in this, bro. People are hooked on these antidepressants that have suicidal thoughts as a side effect. I just feel like that is the craziest thing to see and say. That is mind blowing that we are cool with that.
Yeah. I know I'm not a fan, dude. Like I rather would do like anything first before take some sort of pharmaceutical drug. I
think a
I
lot
don't
of
like
people are going that way,
don't
bro.
like-
Did you
yeah, I
see
don't
that
like
RFK
pharmaceuticals.
came out and said that taking Tylenol while you're pregnant leads to, I think, autism, or leads to something like Tylenol even can be
That's
damaging
crazy.
to pregnant women. Yeah. Yeah. Tylenol is like one of the most popular. I don't know about you in Canada, Randy, but Tylenol is what everybody takes down here for headaches and stuff like that. But my mom always raised me. She was like, oh, just take a Tylenol. You'll be fine. Take a Tylenol. And my wife is the opposite. My wife and I now are like, tough it out. You'll be fine. Just,
Dude, I remember when I was bartending, I remember there was this lady that had she was pregnant and she came and ordered a beer from me, and I was like, I can't say anything about this, but aren't you not supposed to be doing that? Like, and then she came and got another one. She got 2 beers, and I think they were double IPAs.
Yeah, one
And I
for
was
her,
like-
one for the baby, you idiot. You didn't know the baby needs a beer
I was
too.
like,
Fuck.
Fuck, okay. I was like, I have no right to say anything, but it's your body, your choice, right? That's what they say.
Did
My
she
body, my
tip for
choice.
2 or did she tip for 1?
she only tipped for 1, as far as I can recall.
This trade looks nice. I mean,
Yeah, this is looking good for you. You got data in 4 minutes. Hopefully, you get the extra spike, and then you're out of it.
Thank you for reminding me about that, Tanner. I'll pull my stop up tight just before the news.
Yeah, there you go. I haven't touched anything yet. I'm just chilling. I honestly,
first break of
maybe a
opening
new trade.
range too there, Randy.
And I tell myself normally, like I told myself actually I wasn't going to trade until the news. So I kind of got induced into this position, but it's okay. It's working
Because
out.
we have news. Like I think, and it's, first break of opening range ran yesterday. It did not stop. It just was first break of opening range high and go. I don't expect that to happen again today, everybody. So the fact that we are breaking first and we have news coming in, yes, there's orders up at 66, but you can definitely get break even on this like me and get aggressive at the trail here. No reason to let this turn around. First break of opening range usually doesn't run. So like, let's take 3, let's close half there and go. Yeah, there we go. So we'll get some of that off.
Nice. There you go.
See if we'll get a little push.
Yeah,
I got
see what you get.
got 1 left.
See
Simple.
what you get.
Take the VWAP. I said I liked the 90s into the 66. I don't know if we're going to get it before the news, but it is making you see this hole, Randy? Hole in the defense, brother. Hole in the defense. Look at that right there on
See what I
Bookmap.
like.
Dark.
It's gonna pop
No,
up to
it's dark,
6,600 now.
This
Yeah, now
will
that I click-
NQ should run this liquidity and finally test all-time high in the news, I would assume. But it was just too slow around VWAP for me to get in. And I just didn't like it. It just kind of felt like slow and scammy.
Yep.
But
And like this can fade, bro. I would not be surprised, everybody, on the news or before the news for this to come back into opening range, honestly.
Did you say slow and scammy, Tanner?
slow and scammy, dude. That's
I
what
like that
Lawrence and I have been using that word recently because it's like when prices like this, it just feels scammy. It's like, they're up to some shit.
Maybe like, and we know this news may want to move it a little bit too. So what do we got? 2 minutes till the news?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I didn't like on what I didn't like
there.
on NQ.
Yeah, I'm just getting full out there. It's $500.
What I didn't like on NQ is we didn't fully test 24,000. We barely edged it and then kind of just started to go up. And so I wanted to see like 23,995s. That's kind of what I wanted to see. There was like a little bit of liquidity here in the pre-market, or I guess from London session even.
Yep.
So it's like I wanted to see
guys.
that.
I got out of the trade.
Good. Nice win. I would just say for everybody, like if you're an ASFX trader, you're watching Futures 101 this weekend, you're new, you're watching Futures 2.0. This is exactly how we describe a mid-range trade. We waited for opening range to set almost. I got long at 943. Stop underneath opening range low, give it a little more space because VWAPs are tight today, but right near opening range low is where the stop goes. And we trade for first break of opening range high. We don't know that this is going to run or not all day. Usually it does not. Yesterday it did. So I'm going to guess today it does not, which means it may pop here and then come back and give us another trade. There will probably be another opportunity if it holds and structure can maintain into the news here in a minute. But we'll see. There's orders still at 6,600. That might be where this thing wants to go on the news. And then you just take what you can get. If you missed that part of the move, it's a risk because news can definitely flip it too.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. Like, part of me, like, I totally see this long just coming up and running this, and like, I feel like it's just gonna go, but I'm like, I don't know if I want to take that risk. I just don't really like I don't like the trade here.
Yep. Then the no trade is the trade.
Yeah,
Luna has that on his banner. Luna has rules on his banner on his live stream. One of
that's
the rules
sick.
no
I
trade
like
is
that.
the trade.
No trade is the trade.
It's interesting though, like going into the news, Tanner. Now you see Bookmap because you're here with us. Like, look at all the heat back there, and then now that we're going into the news, Bookmap goes dark. There it comes. That would have stopped me right there, right? So it's good to get out. But look, 6,600 still has 290 contracts on it. So this could be pinned down, pop up.
I'm gonna take this long if we get above here.
I'll put you on screen here.
Let's
yeah,
see.
share your screen whenever you're done. Focus on the trade first though.
Okay. Well, I put a
limit.
Yeah, limit order.
Nice. Randy, why do you go by Rudy Baines? What is Rudy? Who is Rudy? Did you kill him?
That's a nickname from when I was a little kid. Like, I don't know how somebody in my family gave me the nickname Rudy, and then it kind of stuck, and then turned to Rude, and then everything was Rudy growing up. So all my call me Rude, but I don't know where they got that from.
Okay.
And that's how I got it stuck.
Someone in the chat said feels bad for all the kids in college now compared to what it used to be. I had that nostalgic moment yesterday, bro, watching old videos of like some guy like had like a college party, like real, like it just popped up. I'm like, dude, I used to DJ those parties. I'm like, we never ever worried about that really. And that was like not even 10 years, like how 10 years ago. Yeah, it was a decade ago. So like 10 years ago, it was still kind of fine. You know what I mean? Like there was always fights and stuff, but not what you worry about now. Just different times. Bookmap's looking more normal now, Tanner. You got orders coming on above 6,600 even, 6,605. So ES orders coming on above, and then 6,595. You're looking at NQ though. So this thing
just it's holding VWAP pretty well. Like basically what's going to happen here if this triggers, I'm just going to keep my stop below the 17, and then if that takes me out, it takes me out. But
I like it.
So far, it's just not doing anything.
No. Notice how we don't even read the news number, everybody, because it really doesn't matter what the news is. But I'll pull it up anyway. 55.4, so way down. Forecast was 58. So consumer sentiment bearish. Miss.
Let's see
Kevin,
this 2-minute.
Randy, can you get an NQ book map up real quick?
Yeah, I got it up.
Let me throw you on. Kevin wants to see it. Above. Orders above. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, there's orders above.
Yeah,
This
look
is
at
so
that
this is these are algos, but on the other one, on the Trader Map Lite, it's on a different monitor. I got orders all the way up to 24075.
So that says they want to go fill. So your long may look good there, Tanner, for sure.
Okay.
Chat, can we do a quick P&L check? If you took the long with me, we're 30 minutes into the session. I want to know, is anybody up? I'm up 500 across the accounts. Anybody else up?
I got to do the math. I traded a bucket of 22 accounts,
Let's go, Randy.
but it's a mix. Like it's one micro and some, 3 and some, 5 and some. I'm just getting used to sizing each account differently.
Yeah.
So I like how they're just holding VWAP. I feel like this might just be a grind higher.
I
See
agree.
this one
I was
figure
just thinking
here.
the same thing because you really can't short it here. It's just bullish since
Yeah,
4:30. All right, he's in. Yeah, I like it.
365 risk. I honestly want 24,100.
Good. This is a nice little live account trade. This should be good. I like that.
It's like a
stop
one.
loss.
It's like a 1-to-1. It's not.
Like
It's not the greatest, but
No, it's good. I like it. Can't wait to get bookmap. Yes. So Trevor 200 plus, nice. Kevin no trade. Ryan plus 335. Emil plus 48. Michael's long at 91, nice. Pascal 250 plus. Mitch up 112. Morgan up 150. Adelina says up. Travis no trades, just waiting. Ryan plus 50. William plus 100. Ivan plus 88. James 105. Jose 670. Sean flat. Scott flat. Nicholas up a little. Shaw slightly green. Gage 93, Jeff 90 across his accounts, Justice 112. Everybody's looking green or flat. Fucking love it, everybody.
Nice.
Don't necessarily think that you need to take another trade. If you can get green on a Friday, especially if you're having a good week, take your one and done. There's nothing wrong with it. Michael said 1-to-1 is basically Austin's equivalent of 10-to-1. Michael, I love you. You're fucking right.
I know. You know what's funny is I'm like 1-to-1 feels awful. I hate this. I'm like I only trade like 2. You know me. I do higher multiples, but
Sean wants to know why not get in at VWAP? Why get in on the way up?
because this spiked too fast, I had no opportunity, and like this might just continue to grind and run away. This literally spiked in like 1 millisecond. Let's go to the 15-second chart. Look how fast this was. You can't even.
Right.
You can't even get in there. You know.
Enrico plus 70. Carl plus 200. Bad week, Sasha says minus 1,200, but today plus 350. That's a good. Clawed back a good chunk of it. Chong plus 102. Sasha, I haven't heard from you all week, so you got to be talking more. I don't want you read this week. There's no excuse. Got to talk to us. Let us know what you're trading so we can help. Randy, any trades here, buddy?
I just got in long again off of the opening range high. I got long in at, this is in different accounts. So this I got long at 92.75. Cool.
So everybody, Gregor plus 2,200 today. Nice. Take that, dude. ASFX TV people, thank you for sharing your P&L. We'll do another P&L check in a second. We have the giveaway, the duck race coming up. I see a lot of names on the list, so please make sure you get your name on there. I just put the link again in the live chat. Also, quick shout out to our sponsor, Top One Futures. The Ignite accounts are still available. I've got 6 of them, so I'm copy trading 5 instant fundeds, regular instant fundeds, and 6 Ignite accounts, which are also instant funded, but they have slightly different rules. So with the new videos I put out on my YouTube channel, you can understand how to take payouts on those Ignite accounts. I explained the consistency rule, which is called an ESS score, stuff like that. It's all explained on my channel. Tanner, you have any Ignite accounts?
I have one I've been fucking around with. Yeah.
Nice.
And if anyone's gonna check them out, use code STRONG. Don't use ASFX.
I'll give you guys a third option. Use code TRB.
Anyone's code. It's the same discount. Support the gang.
God.
We should just come on stream with the codes pasted on our t-shirts.
Literally.
Mig said how to join the BSC. Migs, I'll put the link here on screen. We do have 2 spots we're looking to fill, Mig. So head to that link, book a call with me for next week, and we can hop on, see if it's a fit. Might have one guy taking a spot today. So if that's the case, then we'll have one for next week. The chat's laughing at you fucking goofballs. Yeah, if you use Randy's code, you get a special Indian foot massage.
Dude, have you seen those on TikTok, the head massages?
Yeah. And you like hear he's got the microphones clamped.
Yeah, it's like 50 cent Indian head massage. Those
Dude,
are fire.
Dude, if you ever had one, they're insane.
They're insane, dude.
Those are fire, bro.
I'm
Yeah,
telling
I
so
you.
feel like
Randy-
the way this is digesting,
I like
it
it.
might because you know how eventually like we kind of pick up some momentum after we push. Let's see
Yeah.
if we can get that.
I like it. I'm gonna put Randy up for a second. Randy, I think you got on ES, you got a really good price there, buddy. And look at 6,600. Just gonna looks like it wants to get ripped.
Well, let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to manage my trades on a 2-minute.
Yeah.
And look at we'll see how this 2-minute closes, but I
Mhm.
want to see another push up.
Meanwhile, I'm just watching the 15-minute.
That's good.
I'm just like, keep this hammer. Don't engulf this tail. Just as long as that happens with this slow action, that's all I care about.
100%.
That's it.
100%. Yeah, great longs, everybody. I like when everybody's in the same direction. It feels like one of those days where it's like you'd rather be long and lose and just control the loss and take the L rather than miss it. Like on a Friday after we've trended up all week and we are super bullish on all VWAPs, if you don't make any money long and then you see that at the end of the day, you're like, what the fuck am I doing? That's my trend. That's my trade. So it's weighing that, everybody. Like I tweeted about this yesterday. It's like, would you be more pissed if you miss this setup and it is a winner, or if you take it and you lose? I would be more pissed if I missed longs today and we trend higher than if I just lose a trade. I can take a loss. It's not going to kill me. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta shoot your shot, right?
You got to shoot
You
your,
gotta
you
shoot
got to
your
play your probabilities. That's the way to look at it. Shoot your shot sounds more random. Play your probabilities. You know what I'm saying? Whereas like LeBron is more probable to make his shot from the right side of the hoop rather than the left by 54% versus 48%. Play his probabilities. Pass him the ball. We're running the play where he gets the ball on that side. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Tanner's like, I don't give a fuck.
Tanner's like, I don't even know what basketball is. Who's LeBron? Did you
Tanner's
get
just
him
like,
to run?
Dude, I like watching basketball. I just don't follow sports, dude. I don't do like the fantasy stuff. I don't bet on sports and stuff. I like watching basketball. I played football when I was younger. I like watching football. I just don't like take time out of my Sunday or like days to be like to watch games personally. I don't.
I do.
Come on, let's go. Give us a push here.
I had a fat bet on that Bills game last week, bro. So when you got money on the line, if I could show you how I do my
Dude,
bet,
you know what? Okay, you know what? This is a good conversation. This is funny because I was thinking about this yesterday. My girlfriend was like, I found this really funny TikTok I want to remake, and it's about it's like this girl she asked her boyfriend, she's like, did your parlay hit? And then he was like shaking his head no. Then she like puts down her credit card to pay for dinner. And I was like, oh, I can make a funny thing about trading with that. And then she's like, what's a parlay? And I was like, oh, it's like a multi-leg sports bet, basically. And it's like, you know, explaining to her what it is. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe I'd really be like super deep into watching football if I had money on it every single game. I was like,
I don't do fantasy. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't do fantasy. That's gay. I think fantasy sports is gay. I do sports betting. So it's like, I'll just watch the games and bet on. But like Tanner, you can bet, at least here in Pennsylvania now, you can not only can I play blackjack with a live dealer on my phone and just lose all of my money forever, but I can also bet on each individual play. What's the probability he throws a pass versus a run? They have odds on it. You can play the odds on it, bro. It's crazy. So if you wanted to be an odds junkie, like a statistical junkie, like Lawrence, I feel like could do it. And you could be a stat junkie. Like there's people like that and they find edge and they play straight odds. Yeah. But anyone will tell you in sports bets, bro, parlays hit once in a while. You'll make some. I've had some big parlays, but you lose over time.
Exactly. They're like playing. It's like playing earnings.
Yeah, it's like playing earnings. Exactly. You win some, but you lose more. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. You're better off just betting straight. Like last night, you want the Packers to win or the Redskins? Bet the Packers win. Yep.
Yeah, this looks like it just wants to grind higher on the 4 hour. I like this now that this is like the 4 hour low here. This actually looks pretty decent.
So
I feel like I could.
Davida said, why did you take another trade, Austin? I did not. I'm flat. I just had the one trade from the long off the VWAP so far. Randy's in another trade and Tanner's in a trade, both long, different assets. Randy's long ES, Tanner's long NQ. Why do you think Austin's watching tennis? Dude, fuck yeah, Will. Chat likes F1. Do you know match betting? I did some of that. I don't know match betting. Never heard of that. Okay, coming back down a little bit. Still got the orders above you, Randy, at 66. Look at those pins, though, Tanner. What a trend line. Do you want me to call Tori and see if she can
that's literally why I threw it on there. I was like, okay, well, maybe we'll get a little trickle back down to this. And if this holds and pins and comes back up, I can add to it.
Check and see if you got any news.
Right back into supply here. These 60s, dude. Now this is kind of ugly with the bearish engulfing bar. But does this hold on this pullback? This actually might hold here. Let's see. I kind of want to stick with this trend line idea and like add if we get down here. And it's picking up some speed. Little bit. Here we go. Jay, Jay in the comments, he's like, God, these fucking guys on Wall Street fucking up the price action.
I think you might see some bounce here off VWAP. See, Randy.
Yeah, well, that's why. I mean, this is like, it's pretty ugly 5-minute bar here, but
I like your position size and I like your stop loss, Tanner.
yeah, I think just to stay objective with it, it's like as long as we don't break this low, that's all that
I
matters.
think I'm gonna get tapped out here. Actually,
Randy, if you get stopped, will you smash your computer? I think people want to
No.
see it.
no,
Come on.
no, not yet. When I'm ready to buy a new one, then
I'm
I'll
trying to
smash it.
antagonize him, Chad. I'm trying. It's not
Black
working.
Friday. Black
I can't
Friday.
rattle him. I can't rattle him.
I'm out.
He's out.
Okay.
What did you
back
say
into
last
the-
Friday? What did you say, Randy, about last Friday?
But no, I said Black Friday.
Black
Just
Friday.
wait till
Black
Black
Friday.
then I'll smash it, and then I'll go buy a new computer.
All right, good. Everybody get ready. Black Friday, we're buying new keyboards and we're all smashing keyboards on Black Friday then.
Friday
All right,
high here.
Small red there, Randy. Chat, is anyone down here? Austin, why are you hating on Tori? She draws some really good lines on a chart. They're always diagonal. I know, dude. They're great. I'm not hating. She's cool.
Dude, honestly, all said and done, Tori actually does make money and she shows her broker statements. So
Yeah.
respect for her. It's
Yeah.
just, I just don't trade trend lines. That's it.
Right.
You had Tori on your podcast back in the day, right, Austin?
I did.
Yeah, I'd listen. That was one of the ones I listened to before I found when
I'm
I
gonna
found
add
you.
one more little one here.
It's
Order
one of
filled.
my most popular episodes, actually. Because people like girls in this space full of men that don't probably talk to girls in real life often.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, back under VWAP on ES now. So I'm going to take the screen here for a second, Tanner. We saw you add another one
Yeah.
in, bring that, defend
Yeah.
that. It's the way Scott defines that. It's like you're defending your position, bringing down the average price to try to be able to manage in a
Well, yeah. I just want to, if I'm going to add it all, this is going to be the area I want to do it. It's a retest of VWAP, another retest of prior day high. Let's see if we can do anything here.
So on my trade this morning, everybody, I took that first breakthrough VWAP with the stop down here, comes back through here. We get the pop on the news. If stop was at entry, I would have gotten stopped before that second little shakeout. But seeing I got an exit at 94 and the highest we went was 96, I would say that was well managed, not being greedy. We saw the orders at 6,600 up here, but I didn't marry that, especially with news and especially with it being first break of opening range. Remember, even I said I had my take profit at 98. So as we got closer to the news and as it gave me more profit and as it breaks that opening range for the first time, that's where I'm going to be very aggressive and not let that flip on me because I know the news can come back and pin me. I know the news can pull it back. And I know first break of opening range does not usually run all day. So if it does pull back like this and give me another opportunity, I'll say that was one trade and then this would be a second trade over here. So I think I handled this pretty well. I don't know if I'm going to take another trade.
See if this holds. I just added two more. I'm not going to add any more, but this is a retest of the trend line.
Yep.
And then we got a pin off of it.
What's
I know
pulling
it's on
here?
30
What's
seconds.
going on? I don't have anything on my news stuff.
No, I looked.
Is
I think
everyone
that
just
was
mad
fake
that
little-
What?
A little fake liquidity sweep here.
yeah, pump over those pre-market highs a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe people are just upset that the new iPhone doesn't have any cool new features. You know, iPhone's kind of dead now, isn't it? Like iPhone's like kind of sucks.
I like this now. This looks good. I'm going to add two more.
Yeah, you're getting some momentum now back up through. This will be the second trade here, potentially.
This looks
Pretty
a lot
much.
better. A lot better. Right back into VWAP, overshoots prior day high again, holds prior day high. Need this to hold though, obviously here.
If I do take a second trade, everybody, like I did yesterday, since I'm up on the first trade, I won't risk all of the gains that I made on that first trade. So I won't go red on the day. I didn't get a VWAP break there, so I'm not in yet. I'm not taking that yet. I'll put you back up, Tanner.
Let's see.
I do
The
like
trend,
trading
the trend line's trend lining.
I do like trading the different buckets because then I can just preserve the capital in that. Like those
Exactly.
22 accounts. I took that one trade. I'm done. The
Right.
one that I took a loss on was in 3 accounts. So
Right.
Ain't bad. Let's see. Let's go back to green here. This was actually probably the initial good entry. So I should have waited for this initially, but that's why I kind of got small and I wanted to move up to 10 contracts total. So that's why I started with that starter of 5, because now shout out Tori if this works.
No,
I'll
now
follow-
it's
follow.
good position size management. That's why I complimented you on it, because you go in small with that wider stop. You can add in, you can be flexible to defend your entry, defend your idea by
Mhm.
getting heavier and then bringing that price down. Yeah, that's a take of the VWAP on ES now.
Pretty good. This is not bad. I feel like I don't know if we're going to even get 100s though. Maybe it comes up and pins all-time highs and then fails again, because that's like all this shit's been doing. So it's like part of me out of safety just wants to like put some here at all-time highs. 68.5s is all-time highs, but then part of me also is like, don't be a bitch, dude. Go for fucking 100s.
I am long, but I'm not risking my green day, so I'm now with you on that VWAP break on ES. See if we can get some more pushback into that 66.
Yeah, like this 2 minutes, this 3 minutes engulfing. This is good.
and I
Trend
think as long as you're
line,
below those 85s, Austin, for your stop,
My stop right now is at it's 82.
because those 85s held once. So let's if the price did pull back down there, you'd want that to hold again.
Yeah. I mean, if it continues higher, I'm going to say, damn, that was a really nice retest of both VWAPs, and I didn't take that. That sucks. So I got to take it. Got to take it.
That's actually such a good I've had that happen to me so many times where it like tests like a double confluence or something, and like in the moment you're like, I don't know, it looks heavy, but you have so many confluence areas, it's like you have to try it. If you have to, it's like
You don't
it's
have to try it with your entire account. I don't have to try it with my entire games that I've made this week. You know what I'm saying? But I have to be in it.
Yeah, you gotta be in it.
It's only 10:20 in the morning. If I look back on this afternoon and I go, oh, dude, I caught the first move out nice and I missed the second move, then I'm not really challenging myself to get better. You know what I mean? Like I want to get better and I want to be resilient. And when the market's trending, I want to be working it. Tesla's up almost 5%. If we do trend higher as we have all week, and we're at all-time highs yesterday with ES, like I have to make money at this market.
You know what the key for me this week was this on the hourly chart. I'm gonna show everyone this. Is ignore all those lines, but basically the open is right around here from the hourly. So it's like this 800 was like the key all week pretty much for me. And we pinned that on, what was that, 2 days ago? Then we make a higher low. Then we make higher lows, higher low, higher low. So it's like, I remember on this day, this day we kind of bamboozled everyone. That was Wednesday. But ultimately, we kind of just ate it back up. And so it's like, this is just bullish price action. It's just kind of ugly and sloppy, but it's
well said.
You know, it is
Coming
what it
back up
is.
here for the second entry. I want to pull something up here. Just show you guys the week so far. So Monday, long was the winner for me. Second trade Monday, loss, long. So 1-1 on the longs on Monday. Tuesday, shorted this, only had a little bit of time at the desk. So there's a short winner. So now one short trade Tuesday. Wednesday, long winner.
Here we go. All-time highs coming.
Long loser. Long winner. It's like you see all week so far. Like, there you go. Long here again yesterday, right? Thursday, we caught longs there and there. So literally, I've only clicked short once this week, and I'm green on P&L every day. And even on the day I clicked short, I made money. But like, that's just going off of what Tanner just talked about, just seeing the trend, knowing what market conditions you need to capitalize in. Longs for me have just been easier this week. So just maybe something to look at on your own, everybody. If you are doing DRCs, like I recommend, you can go back quickly and see all the trades you took this week. Were you trying to sell it a lot this week? And maybe that's why you have some red days. Might be something to consider. Just zooming out, seeing the higher time frame, seeing that bigger trend, like Tanner was saying. What's my P&L for the week, Justice? This week, I am up, I think like 22. Yeah, 2,200 this week. Last week, 3,900 on the 5 accounts. But today we ain't done yet. We're adding a little bit here. So I'll be up like 500 something today when this one's done.
I kind of want to take some off here, dude.
Do it, bro. It's Friday. Don't let it turn on you. It's a 4 minute. What is that?
Order
Four
filled.
bar-
I
yeah,
sold,
4
I
bars.
sold
It'll
5.
bring your
I sold
price down
half.
too. Yeah,
I sold half.
good. Very nice. Andrew's up 600. Nice. Good job, Tanner. I told you I liked that trade, brother.
Yeah, no, I mean this this trend line worked out great because it'll pull back
Like
to
you-
VWAP and pull back to prior day high, pull back to the trend line. It's just like
I-
we've had so much rejection here, all-time highs. I just don't have confidence that this is going to go. But then also part of me is like, maybe they're just like, fuck it, and they send it. I'm only asking for 40 more points. It's not
Think
even
about what do they do more often, bro? If that's the way you look at it, they fuck it and send it for all-time highs all the time. We've made all-time highs how many
Yeah.
times this year? 80 or
I
90
know.
times? You know, like it's been crazy. So
yeah.
they
Well, I
often
mean, we
do.
just now pinned all-time highs. So I'm like, if this is going to fail and die, it's going to do it here basically on this overshoot. So let's see how she can work.
You know, ASFX TV people are so nice. We're gonna do our duck race here in a second. Comments on YouTube are mean, dude. People are like, Tory Trades doesn't make money. Dude, shut the fuck up. Who are you, bro? She posts her broker statements. Just get off her dick. God damn.
Get
Be
off
nice.
her
Stop
dick.
being mean. Everyone just be nice to people on the internet. Fuck.
No, people love being mean on the internet. Hate always comes from
bro.
below, bro.
The hate always comes from below, from the deep, dark depths of hell.
Yep, always.
Randy, you know all about that, don't you, dog?
I'm a Satan worshiper, right?
Ew. Ew.
Dude, just because you're Canadian, that's how
Keep
it
it on
works.
the DL, dude.
That's how it
Yeah, he
works up
worships
here.
Satan,
That's what
dude.
we do. We don't take Tylenol. We worship the
Right.
devil.
Do you even have internet in Canada?
No. What's internet?
Oh my god, you don't watch South Park, Austin. Have you seen how they portray Canadians though in South Park?
No.
Oh
and
my
the way
God.
They make them even look the way they draw them.
They make
What?
them like this. Yeah, they make their mouths like open like ducks. All the Canadian people.
I never knew that, bro.
It's
That is
so
hilarious.
funny.
Austin, I'm surprised you don't watch South Park, man. It's good.
No, dude, cartoons kind of freak me out.
I
like
don't
movies.
watch it anymore, dude. I just used to watch South Park a bunch like growing up and stuff. So it's like I actually haven't really watched it much recently, but I just remember.
Do they
I
still
just
make
like
the show?
I don't know. Do they
I don't think they
like?
still even make it.
They had a 6 series for a bit where it was they would literally, I think they would call it like 1 week to air or something like that. And every week, like they were following, like I remember the presidential election, and every single week they don't know exactly what's going on. And they would update it every, like they'd have 1 week to make a whole episode.
Wow.
And so it's like it's showing like all like the back end of how they do it and stuff. It's really fucking cool.
We're going to do our duck race in a minute for ASFX TV members. I'm putting the link again. Last chance to enter the giveaway for today. Randy up 233. I want to be green. Nice, dude. Fuck yeah. Awesome.
Let's go.
Awesome. All right, so Tanner and I are managing this. Are you long again, Randy, in other accounts or no?
No.
Okay. Not getting a ton of movement today on ES. You know, if you really look at it from what's our high and low of New York session so far? Not even. Wow, tight, dude. Super tight.
Super tight.
Yeah, get your green, everybody. I would not be surprised to see us hit that 6,600 at some point today, but just get green. You know, play VWAP correctly.
Pushing down.
Is that what's pulling ES a little bit?
Yeah, that's what's making it hard for ES to push.
Yeah, YM's going for session lows.
NQ's ripping here still. Nice.
Yeah, this is decent.
I'm not asking for a ton on this, man. I got 2. You know what I mean? I'm already up on the day. I'm just sprinkling green. So this is not a serious, super serious trade.
YM turns around. This thing's going to tap those orders at 6,600.
Yeah.
That's all it needs.
Harry 1,300 today on the NQs. Nice. Tyler got out of longs 2 trades plus 430. Really pleased with this week. Futures 2.0 is a game changer. Oh, we'll tell Evan.
No, we won't.
Princess needed Friday off. You know, he's getting his nails done.
This hourly candle looks good. I like these bigger
Yep.
time frames. It's looking good. How's a 30-minute about to close in 4 minutes?
It's
I
all
was
time
gonna-
highs, brother. Just buy,
I
like
was gonna.
you need
I
that
was gonna
catalyst to
comment
really
on-
sell it lower. You know, when you don't have that catalyst at all time highs, it just grinds, dude. It's just a grinding market.
All right, so I'm not going to be around. Here's a good one. FOMC next week. I'm not going to be
Mm.
around for it because I'm going to be going to Havasu, go to the river. But
Nice.
next week, what do we think is going to happen?
They're going to cut the rates.
Think so?
Well, it's more of a question if they cut twice, like if they cut 50 basis points instead of 25, which that chance is slowly increasing. Does the market freak out and sell off? Because then they're like, okay, he's too late. The market's actually in a bad spot. I don't know. I think, you know what I'm more worried about than interest rates? And you can ponder this while you're drinking next weekend. AI is going to lead to a recession. Everyone thinks AI is going to fuel the growth of the stock market like it has. Eventually, it's going to flip. It's going to lead to people losing their jobs like crazy. And then there's going to be a labor recession. Stock prices, asset holders will get rich. Everyone else that gets replaced by AI and robots gets nothing. That's what I'm worried about, for real.
Yeah, could be. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's digestion here at all-time highs, dude. I'm like, I don't know.
I got William in the chat, 25 basis point cut, more cuts before the end of the year. I think that's probabilities, William. Yeah, that's what I would say is most likely. I mean, we'll pull it up really quick and check the stats because opinions are fun, but data is all that really matters. Right, Tanner? As we spoke about on the phone this morning, opinions are fun, but data really matters. 92% chance of a 25 basis point cut, and then a 7% chance of a 50. So it's very likely that we're just getting our usual cut that they're planning. But now it's saying 78% chance of cuts again in October, and then 73% chance of another cut in December. So right now, as of this stream, as of Friday here today, 3 cuts this year is what is most likely. 90%, 78%, 73%. So cuts are likely. All right, I'm going to get out of this long because we're going to wrap up stream after we finish this giveaway. I just closed the long. I'm up $100 in each account. So that's $500 to finish the week for me.
Nice.
Easy trading today. So nothing crazy. Sprinkling it on my week. Now let's do our duck race. Shall we, boys? Great
Do
trade. Good job. We'll go back and check on this before we finish. But let me take the screen back. We'll duck race this shit out of this. All right, everybody. Now, if you're watching on YouTube or X, we do this for ASFX TV subscribers only. If you want to join ASFX TV, go to the link in my bio. First month is free if you're a new member. That's our courses. That's our streams. That's our Discord. That's where we got everything going on. Now, we've got, our biggest giveaway of the month. 88 people. Let's rock.
go.
All right. Side bets. Pick a duck. Side bets. Pick a duck. What you want,
Taking
Randy?
the guy at the top with the black Kaiser
Guaranteed.
helmet, whatever you call
I
it.
got the little froggier one, like towards the bottom.
Okay. Let's pull this over so everybody can see. Ready? Let's go.
Send it. Oh, frog ears. Come on.
Oh, God.
Come on, Kaiser. Let's go, Von Kaiser.
Oh, shit. The Coke duck.
William Hart.
Let's
go,
William.
William, we love
boy.
you, buddy. I'm happy to give that to you. So that's all yours, dude. William, just shoot me a message on Discord or email me, and I will make sure we get you that instant funded account, buddy.
That's my boy William, man. He's been grinding, back testing.
William's
working on
grinding, bro.
patience.
So it's good. It's good to give it to somebody that's been showing up and been working. So now,
Love it.
William, if you could give your biggest tip for everybody in the chat for the ASFX TV people, what would be your biggest suggestion to the new traders in the group? Let them know. Watch Futures 2.0, show up more on stream. What would you, more markups? What's your biggest tip, William, since you've been grinding? All right. Now, yep, Will, you're there. Nice. All right, good. You heard me. Long still looking good here. Let's throw Tanner back up on screen one more time. Oh, looking beautiful, buddy. On the live account for TOF.
Yeah, 15 looks good. I'd move my stop up a little bit. If this for some reason comes all the way down and takes me out, it's gonna be a break-even day, basically. But
it's okay.
I'm
I like the management, dude. Friday management is sometimes different than normal management. You know what I'm saying, bro?
I was like almost ready just to not even take a trade at all. So I'm just really content with whatever happens here. So it makes it for sure easier just to be like, whatever. Because it's like if I make $300 or $400 versus a break-even day, it's like it doesn't feel like anything to me because it's like a scratch trade for me. Yep. If I make like 700, 800, that's a solid day. So
for sure.
Nice.
But everybody, thanks for tuning in. Randy, thank you for your support as always. We'll be back on Monday, everybody, as usual. And then next Friday, Tanner will be back. We'll be doing our whole thing as usual. But I think if you want to check out strongtrading.com, Tanner's got some exciting stuff working there. I think the sale, Tanner, is still running for you guys. Yeah.
So no, the sale's done. So if you guys are interested in group coaching, we do have a 7-day free trial. You can check it out. Links in my bio on Instagram. If you're interested in one-on-one coaching, I have one spot open right now. So I just got a couple applications yesterday. I'm going to look through, but basically that's pretty much like best application gets it. So if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, I will say also, if you're part of the one-on-one coaching program, you get access to group coaching for life. So it's like a big promo that we do. So it's like you get one-on-one coaching and you get all the group coaching sessions and you're in group coaching going forward, even after the one-on-one is done. So really good deal there. Obviously it's going to be higher ticket for that, but it's everyone loves it that does it. So
last thing, William said his tip is be able to stomach a loss. If you have a 65% win rate, then why do we think we need to end every day green? It's a great tip. Great tip. All right, everybody. We'll be back on Monday. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the time off. Try to decompress. Hopefully you're green this week. If not, reach out to us. Reach out to Tanner. Reach out to Randy. Reach out to myself. We're always here to support you guys. Instagram, Discord, whatever we can do to help. So have a good weekend. We'll see you guys on Monday.
Yeah.